So good morning and a huge welcome to this very special day for the Commerce Conference in transitioning with times with uncertainty, I would say. So first of all, it's a huge honour for me to be here today with you. I have attended and spoke at this opening previously, if my memory serves me right, on the top of the county hall, and we're all in this physical room, and it was just wonderful. So it's a shame we can't gather today. Nonetheless, this is going to be a special day with some great speakers. I see Anne O'Leary, my good friend, in there, amongst others, who are going to be speaking with you today and have an exciting opportunity ahead. Nobody could have predicted where we are today, and I think one of the joys of being online is that actually we can extend into much greater and deeper places than we ordinarily would. When we're in a physical space, it's constrained by numbers, it's constrained by time. But of course, in the digital space, we can reach broadly and deeply across the world. And I hope wherever you are, that you are safe, that you are with friends or with family, and that you are learning, and you will learn from this really important day today, because we at University College Cork are really excited in relation to this conference. Couldn't be better as a title, Transitioning with the Times. So Owen and the team, congratulations on organising this great event. To those of you from outside UCC, both our speakers, but also people who might be joining just to hear the deliberations, I want to give you the warmest of welcomes to UCC, UCC Online, and particularly for this conference. You are really important friends of UCC, collaborators of UCC, and supporters, and I want to thank you for giving of your time this morning to share with our students and with our colleagues and with our speakers, so that you can engage in a very meaningful exchange of ideas at this incredibly challenging time. But you know, we've done a fantastic job in our transitioning. Almost a year ago, on March 12th to 13th, we were preparing to send a message to you, our students. I was with the management team, and suddenly it was announced that the university would close, and would close within 6 hours. A remarkable challenge. So our transition from a deeply on-campus experience and a deeply lecture theatre-based university to one that's completely online, almost. I mean, there are, for your course, it's almost completely online, but for others, of course, there will be clinical practice and a range of other activities. But moving that on very, very rapidly was an extraordinary achievement by our faculty, but also by you as learners, because I think the most important thing is that we all want to try and ensure that you have a safe and productive learning environment. And you might say that was fine for the last few weeks of the second semester in 2020. And of course, now we're into 2021. And I'll come back to that in a moment. The second transition that happened, of course, is from those big halls where we've all sat with pens in hand, including myself as a student, writing my examination scripts or doing whatever that is. We've turned that over completely, and we've transitioned into a completely digital assessment, online assessments, some of which requiring different technologies. And I want to commend each and every one of you, and I know some of you, particularly in the accounting areas, or those who took accounting, was perhaps a bit more challenging than others. And just to say, well done. It was an amazing achievement for all of us together as a community to transition to that assessment methodology and modality. Who would have thought that our examinations could be conducted, 50,000 examination assessments conducted online in a safe environment? And there were issues, and I'll acknowledge those, in particular for some of our students, but nonetheless, the vast majority of our students succeeded. And for those that were under difficulty, we brought them back into the institution and we supported them. And I want to give a shout out for our student body here, and in particular Students' Union, and in particular Education Officer Emer Curtin, who's been an enormously rich colleague in terms of helping us to negotiate some of these, and Catherine Dawson, the previous Students' Union Education Officer. During this time, of course, it's also very isolating, and particularly as we moved into the beginning of the first semester and then into the second semester for this year. You know, a crisis and transitioning at the beginning, we can say was okay, but actually now, and I hate to use this phrase, but you might say it's almost business as usual, except it's online. Of course, it's not business as usual, because we miss all the social contact, we miss the friendship, we miss the engagement with faculty and colleagues when we're off campus. So just to acknowledge that, and just to acknowledge also the amazing transition that happened with our student clubs and societies, including your own, who've managed to transition into this new digital domain and conduct AGMs, conduct your business as normal, maybe Normal is the wrong word because I'm not sure what that is, but certainly to conduct the way you do things in a new and original way. And I want to commend you for that. I want to thank you for all that you're doing, because actually this is what makes a university a great university, is how you respond to challenges, how you respond to perturbations, and this pandemic is certainly on a large scale a huge perturbation. I also want to call out the challenge of mental health and well-being. And we've worked hard with you and as colleagues and students across the institution to make sure that you are supported both mentally and intellectually at this time. And we can do more, I'm sure, but just to acknowledge that people have caring, for example, they might be sharing laptops or sharing spaces that are challenging for each and every one of you. And that has huge challenges in people's mental health and well-being. And we'll work hard with you, the Students' Union and our welfare officers and the entire team at University College Cork to enable your support to continue and hopefully transition from this really difficult crisis situation and transition back onto the university. At University College Cork, the on-campus experience is absolutely critical. And I'm actually confident that before too long, we will have you back on the campus, walking the quad, walking into the Bool, walking into the cafes and restaurants, into the new hub building, so that you can celebrate and acknowledge the amazing campus that we have. So I'm really confident that before too long, that we will, when it's public health permitting, enable you to safely return to the campus. So what my advice to you during this time is to keep safe. Stay at home. Stay connected. Stay connected with your faculty, with your lecturers, with your support system if you need it. Stay connected with your classmates. It's not easy online, but maybe you're much better at doing this than people of my generation. But I certainly hope that you do stay safe, that you do stay at home, and also that you support each other. Secondly, be optimistic. This moment will pass. This moment will pass. And you will find that walking back on the campus is an incredibly energizing experience. And also, you will have learned a great deal about yourself in terms of what you've learned. Also, there's a vaccine is on the horizon. And, we cannot lose sight of that. So within the next number of months, hopefully by June, all of us will have received a vaccination. So I'm incredibly optimistic about the future. I think you should be optimistic. You are the next generation and you're going to help us come through this and come out the other end. So you might say, John, when will this be? I wish I could tell you. My hope is that we will be back on campus, hopefully in my ideal world, to get some classes by the end of this semester, and failing that we will eventually be back on the campus during the summer period and into the start of the semester for next year. If you are graduating this year, we will make sure that you have a really excellent celebration of your graduation online, but also I'm committing to making sure that there is a celebration on campus to mark your very, very significant achievement, both for this cohort from this year and for the 2020 cohorts also. So it just remains for me to say thank you for the opportunity to speak with you. Thank you for the opportunity to share some of those perspectives. Can I wish you well? Can I say congratulations on organising this event at this very difficult time? And I hope and look forward to seeing you on the campus before too long. Cogardicus, and have a great day. Thank you.